It's the quality of life update. Hello, it's me. It's Chris. Kind of playing as a storm. You can mirror houses. I mean, all buildings. You can just flip them. You can, like, make it look prettier. Now all they have to do is make it so that pipes physically attached to buildings and fences can have things on either side of them, and I'll be the most aesthetically pleased boy on the planet. Anyway, what doth we do? Where the heck were we here? We seem to be about halfway through the storm. The seal's over here. I got plenty of time. Shell mosquito nest would be a thing. Gain 40 insects and 4 reserve embarkation points. Starting with extra food for the rest of the game certainly sounds nice. No orders and slower traders though, boy. Boy, oh boy. That is gonna be really, really, really slow. Where is it? The Scarlet Orchard. Okay. Well, that mitigates it somewhat. If I can find the archaeological digs, that is a massive amount of victory points. So maybe it's more possible than I'm giving it credit for. Who would I go with? Scarlet Orchard, I prefer to have, like, I prefer to focus on copper smelting, given that the trees drop copper. I might just start with the middle one here. Lots of food, lots of people. Seems like a fine idea. So let's see. This is 10 people. Could go with 13. Let's see, ew. All of the fertile ground buildings are expensive. Lame. Not the end of the world, though. Could just roll with the small farm and say 10's enough. I certainly could. I guess that's my plan. I might actually want to go with Harpies just in case, because they can give you a lot of early game resolve reputation. Just so that I can, like, get a blueprint or two. Because the initial blueprints are going to be super important. Which is why I wanted to start with one. It's probably fine. I'm probably overthinking it. As I'm wont to do. So let's go. Let's just go. Humans. That's good to see. And fertile ground right off the bat? What? Hold up. That's amazing. That's really good, actually. Everyone loves pie here, too. That's really nice. Without clothing, people are slow during the storm. These clothing ones got so much harder when they introduced boots and coats. It's fine. It's fine. Blight rot infection, otherwise affectionately known as the horrible death spiral mystery, where if people die from blight, they give you more blight, and that can spiral utterly out of control and kill you. So, make sure blight stays under control. Pay oil or some gathering nodes vanish. That could be annoying. Hopefully I'll be mostly dependent on fertile ground. Death and decay, people who die turn into a blood flower. Nothing too crazy. Gathering nodes are increased depending on if it's during drizzle when you grab them, so definitely want to open all of the glades during drizzle. remember, Chris, there's no orders. You gotta remember that. So these first 3 picks are gonna be very important. Okay. Kiln is good, Supplier is good. Cannery's okay. Kiln is especially good right now because the frogs specialize in it. I could put them in there for good early game bricks, and coal. Coal will make the make our wood last a very, very long time, which is almost like amazing by itself. Well, it is amazing by itself. Plus the jerky for the lizards would be pretty helpful too. There's a lot going for it. Especially the early game brick production. On the other hand, Supplier is also really, really great. It gives me containers for pickled goods, ale, and wine. It gives me flour I can make pie out of. It gives me 2-star planks, which will be useful for literally every building. Well, not literally every building, but most buildings. It's really good, especially if I can pair it with a ranch, and then I can just, like, grow nothing but grain and make all of my food into nonsense like that. So yeah, that sounds good. Greenhouse is also very good. Distillery is also very good. Whew. Druid's Hut's a consideration, but I'd rather get oil from elsewhere. What I will use greenhouse for? Mostly for herbs. The mushrooms would be helpful for other stuff too, though. Distillery also very good. In fact, it might actually be distillery here merely because I know some of the archaeological expeditions need incense. Well, all of them do for some steps. So having that available and easy to make is really good. That might just push me to that, to be honest. As much as I love the greenhouse, I'm not totally screwed in terms of blueprints, but these are important. Rain mill is a lot worse since I took the supplier. Tool shop is literally always amazing. Best tools, best pipes, and great boots. All unbelievably useful every game. Bakery, also really, really strong, because again, everybody eats pie. If I take the bakery, we are basically instantly set up to make pie for the rest of the game. I will need something to, something other than flour to make the pie out of, but there's a lot of random stuff you can make pie out of. You know, any meat, herbs, berries. There are herbs and berries on the map that are pickable. Do I have any of my initial glade? No. I've got fish. You can make pie out of fish. It takes a very long time to get one of those nodes picked up. But I think it's bakery. Just like, if I can have pie rolling constantly for the entire game, that would be amazing. So we're gonna go with that. Alright. Throw the lizards on the woodcutting camps. We will get Human working on the farm immediately. And that should be that for the most part. Need a crude workstation at some points. We'll need 8 planks to make the supplier, and then the rest have to kind of fall in line. So we'll go from here and see how we do. Now, Chris, remember, you're never gonna get an order that says open X number of glades, so open the glades as you want. Not waiting for, oh well, what if I get an order? No, the orders don't exist. They don't exist. The traders won't come for ages. Just play like it's a sandbox mode or something, because that's basically what it is. As fast forward till we get to the cornerstone. Okay. Anything good? I mean, all of this is good. I'm already set up to make pie, so getting extra jerky would make the lizards thrilled. That'll get me like an absurd amount of extra jerky, which can be sold to traders. Sounds great to me. The Zorg secret ingredient is basically just for the lizards. You know, pickle goods turned into skewers, which is like, oh yeah, both of those just make lizards happier. Very, very strong stuff. Reinforced axes, very strong stuff also. Literally never bad to make your wood cutting faster. Peasant supplies lets you do trading a lot easier without having to dedicate any supplies to it. I think this is Hilda's cookbook though. We are set up so well for pies, it would feel absurd not to go all in on pies immediately. Still do, however, need to make all the buildings and get pie rolling. So, you know, I guess we're working on that. Hopefully we get some more humans in our newcomer groups, and they can get right to farming. A trader? And a dewberry bush. And a temple? Thank you? Holy Birch, okay. Yeah? Instantly? Instant pickup? No questions asked? That's amazing. Badge of Courage isn't bad. It will be a very long game. I doubt I'll actually have problems with impatience. Badge of Courage, however, is a very, very strong way to not die to impatience. But yeah, other than that, this is really, really good. We found some berries for pie, and we found more fertile ground to make a grain farm out of. So like, yeah. I've never been so set up on initial goods, not this well. It's kind of crazy. Let's get the frogs working on the stone. I'll need one of them making planks. And the rest of y'all, clear cut. We need space and stuff, and the forest has both. Slap a trading post down here where it's out of the way, and that'd be lovely. I think we're just set. I think what I do now is just fast forward until we're ready to go. Do I need anything built critically? Sort of. I do need the trading post to exist at some point. I can't just not. Alright. Alun's leaving. Thank you for the temple. I don't need anything else, really. I think we're just fine. I think we're just fine. I think we are just fine. Should probably put up some shelters. I'm a little reluctant to because, you know, the frogs will be persnickety about it. We do have a ton of initial bricks, actually. Could just start that. Do I need to put up shelters? Maybe not. Maybe I just need... Maybe I can start with just better housing. The lizards will need a little bit of happiness, but that's not too much to ask. Anyway, supplier's done. Let's get that going there. Basically have somebody in there making planks forever. Make flour when it's needed, and that should be it. Once that's done, I'll put one of them on a stone cutting. Gotta make sure the trading post gets done at least, because the traders are going to be a big deal this game. Yeah. Just start with the specialty housing right away. You have enough bricks to justify it. Sounds fine. I'm definitely gonna have to break into this one just for space. We'll do that next drizzle, I think. You know, just to get the extra charges on the stuff. Probably want to break in there for the cannery, and then I have to also ponder where the archaeological expedition is. It is usually in a small glade that is at least semi-adjacent to the first one. So it could be in any of these. Could be in this one. Maybe in that one. I don't think there's any other candidates. So probably just gonna clear this whole place out. So the woodcutters have got a lot of work to do ahead of them. How are we doing here? We got a harvest. That's good. Lots of grain. We'll do something with that pretty soon. In fact, I could consider just making the bakery, like, now, right there, where it would go. Imagine that. Imagine doing the thing you intend to do. Yeah, basically you use whatever we've got for pie because everybody eats it, so it doesn't matter what gets made. Yep. I'll just mill everything into grain and then turn it into pie and everything will be great. There's the humans I was hoping for. Only the one, though, which is, fewer than I was hoping for. Still, they brought berries, which makes pie, so that's good. Okay, so what else do I need here? We need planks. We need a lot of planks. Do I need the frogs elsewhere? I probably should pull back a little bit on how many people arrive for the moment. Do I want to, though? More people at the start usually is more better. Anyway, let's get 2 people working on the planks. We'll have them mill some flour, and then when the bakery's done, we'll work on that. And just like that, I'm back down to 1 builder. But it's fine, because eventually I'll have 2 once this guy has fully harvested everything. Make sure planks are top priority also. I don't think we'll be getting pies this storm, but soon. Soon pies. Pies for everyone. You're done. Go help elsewhere. Gotta collect these berries, and basically anything that can be turned into pie I want to not have eaten raw. So meat and berries do not eat raw. That just leaves us with a bunch of eggs and vegetables and mushrooms, which, fine. We should be able to live on that. Get a lizard or 2 in the bakery once that's built. Get them making pies full time. Be great if I could find a drizzle geyser to speed that up. Might have to make a second bakery. You never know. It's still year 1. Let's give the game a second and see where it lands. Lizards are naturally upset. I could favor them? That wouldn't do a lot, though. Drop a park down, I guess? Hearth isn't upgradable yet. I would have needed to make shelters for that. I could just pull woodcutters again. Which certainly is not bad. I could put everybody on, like, building materials, because that would be very smart. On the other hand, we're about to have 8 people, housed, which means I can actually, upgrade the hearth. So let's do that. What if I just did that? So yeah, frog should be okay as soon as the park goes down and the lizard house goes down. That'll be fine. I do need somebody in the workstation, though. We're out of the fabric. We also have no fabric making materials, huh? Well, that's not great. Do I swap to grain already? Am I that confident I'll have infinity pies going next year? Not if the bakery doesn't get done. Haven't milled any grain either. Still, we got enough planks for it. I just need to make enough fabric for it, and that should happen relatively soon. I mean, if I keep wood cutting, I'll work on it, because plant fiber does drop from the trees. It is a very low chance, but it's enough to supply scraps of fabric. And if worst comes to worst, I can just not build lizard houses for the moment. They can suck it up. But yeah. Best for now to keep chopping trees to get the fabric and see where we go from there. Come on, times 2 it. Do it. Do it. I'm not that disappointed in you. I'm just mildly disappointed. In any case, that does give us enough fabric to, like, build this, so that's good at least. Our dreams of having pie shall come true. Drizzles, let's break into a glade or two. If I was closer to the other ones, I'd break into the small ones, but I'm not, so I won't. Mark of the Sealed one is like, I don't know. Like, I love the permanent bonus to resource sacking. That could go crazy, but like 500 points of expected corruption is a lot. And honestly, by the time I'm using that much Rain Punk, the game's over. It's a fun cornerstone, but I don't think it's that useful. Hauling cart's the same as ever, urban planning's the same as ever, it's all good. Counterfeit ambers has a negligence penalty, which I like better. I don't think amber's what we're doing with this game, granted. Let's try to find, ooh, hi, oh. I see. Gosh, those are good. Hmm. Back to Nature basically makes it so that the 2 initial Fertile Ground patches I found will last us for the entire game. It does, however, kill my food, of which I have quite a bit. It is a lot of food to burn, especially early, when we don't have a whole lot we're gonna have to spare. All the stuff I can make pies out of will basically vanish. I'll need to get this dewberry bush going immediately. And then they'll eat stuff that would otherwise be turned into pie. Eats a wee risky. I might just take Master Blueprint to feel safer. I mean, it's 3 blueprints. It's ridiculously good. Yeah. It's just good. So we'll go with the just good option. Okay. Need to rejigger a few things as well. Let's pull you out of the supplier. You can be our builder. Yeah, I need both the humans on this, making grain. Might not be a crazy idea to also make vegetables. How much grain are we sitting on? None. I've used it all and I'm milling all of it. Okay, good to know. Guess we are just focusing on grain then. 1 builder then, it's fine-ish. I don't need all the houses built right now. Yeah. And newcomers will arrive somewhere in the middle of Drizzle, so that's good. We'll get the extra help we need soon. What do we find? A Forsaken Crypt. Huh. Destroys all stored amber and wine if it goes off, plus an impatience point. Not the end of the world if I get the impatience points. Requires metal and or amber to calm the spirits. Ooh, or I could tear it down for a +3 global resolve. Holy cow. That's crazy. That's really, really good. I guess we're just gonna tear that down. Out of what, though? We found an absolute truckload of rocks. So, certainly, using bricks to tear it down is not a bad idea. We don't have enough amber to even have the Rob Dead debuff go off. I guess I'm just gonna make a bunch of bricks then. And that will solve the glade issue. Who can do that? Everybody's sort of working on really important stuff. We have enough stone to make the bricks we need, so I guess it's you. And you once the bakery's done. Yes, I cannot wait for the newcomers to arrive. We got lots of jobs that need filling. In fact, should I spare a woodcutter to start making pie immediately? I don't know about that one, man. Feels like we need the woodcutting going constantly no matter what. Pipes are good. And extra humans are good. So yeah. Just yes, for those reasons. I could use the lizard to put in the bakery, but then again, who cares? It just makes him happier, doesn't make him more productive. So yeah. We'll do that. Alright, you two can start making pie. Need somebody else in the workstation working on the bricks. It's gonna be a little late for the second farm, but it's fine. The rest of them basically just help build for the moment. Could get that frog on, back on stone cutting, which is a good idea. In fact, maybe they should both be on stone cutting. Yeah, given my dire need for bricks, yeah. It is a rather dire need. We should be upgrading frog houses too. At some point, I'll need to building material my way up to getting free building materials. And then the cycle begins. I do love getting free stuff for upgrading houses. That will require water, granted. I'd rather pipe up a drizzle geyser if I can hack it, but that's not guaranteed to be in the cards. Farlif has arrived with some metal. Do I pivot to the calm spirits? Probably not. I mean, we're talking +3 global resolve. It's ridiculously good. He doesn't have any bricks for me. Well, yes he does. What am I talking about? They're right there. What do you mean, Chris? Can I transmute my stone into bricks via trade? I certainly can. That certainly speeds things up a lot. I don't think I need much else here. Just grab a ton of bricks, call it good. I mean, I kind of like it. Alright. That makes us be able to start on the glade immediately. So you two no longer have to panic build, and we no longer need stones like crazy. So you just go use those bricks, tear it down, get us that oh so delicious 3 global resolve. It's like almost an entire, well, that's half a hostility level worth of buffer. It's real good. We'll have the one other frog just work on building stuff. Call that fine. Can upgrade the hearth pretty soonish, so I may as well queue that up. Alright, that's kind of that. Sort of want to break into the small glades while I'm thinking about it, just so that I can maybe find a drizzle geyser and the archaeological expedition. So I'm gonna go ahead and queue up 1 or 2. See what goodies the forest has for us. Dun, dun, dun. Stormwater and more stone. My god, we'll never run out of stone. That's kind of crazy. Stormwater's certainly not bad. Again, I wanted drizzle water to pipe up the bakery, but you know, I can't have literally everything I want, I guess. Well, not reasonably. Oh, never mind. I get everything I want. Turns out the game's just gonna give me everything I ever wanted. So that's nice. Also found some salt and some leather, which isn't bad. I will need to get somebody getting these berries at some point, because we will run out of pie material relatively quickly. Probably gonna do that during the storm. I mean, I'm at the point where I will have to cut woodcutters during the storm. There's no getting around that. But that'll give us more time to do other stuff. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise. We can work on building materials, we can work on upgrading stuff. All that good, delicious stuff. Do I start packs of cropping too? Maybe. Could upgrade a human house or two. Probably want to wait till I have some building material packs coming in from the frog houses. But soon. Soon, though. Let's prioritize the geyser pump. I also need more people making planks, too. Oh, we got some happy lizards. Man, oh man. More newcomers. That's a lot of pie that can be made from those. That sure does feel like the people I want to bring in for that reason. Sure does. Yep. Okay. We'll worry about making the houses prettier a bit later. For now, let's get you in the bakery where you're happier. Probably want to swap you out with a lizard from the woodcutters pretty soon too, as soon as the human's done with their pie. Get the human put elsewhere, or get somebody else in the supplier. Yeah. That's good. So far, so good. Pull a woodcutter and then we should be fine. Theoretically. Frogs are mildly upset. But that's because I'm favoring the lizards. So I guess I'll just stop that. Finish your pie. Good. Ooh, you times 2'd it. Nice. Very nice. I guess I could also turn on biscuits for the humans if I really wanted to, but only if we are capped on pie. Only if we are more pied than we could possibly handle. Go to the post. Start making building materials. Still need planks, but well, we're working on it. Might be okay to consider making the clearance water too. Just to make the supplier go fast, if that's where all of our planks are gonna come from. There's definitely something to be said about speeding that up. Let's put somebody else in the stonecutter camp. We've got extra labor power right now. Seems good. Definitely need some people on the herbalist camp. I need to keep 2 humans for the farm, which I'm going to put down here, which I should probably just do now. Queue that up immediately. Just have some emergency vegetables hanging around. Certainly not a terrible idea. Lizard goes and does the herbalist camp then. That makes some sense to me. woodcutter's camp has run out of stone. Well, that's gonna get solved. Man, bitter rain is gonna be a bit of a problem. But it's a storm problem. What storm doesn't come with problems? Juice that up. If there's one thing I'm gonna be low on, it's parts and wildfire essence, because I don't have any orders to get me more of those. So I will have to give consideration to caches and merchants that sell those. Can't just be like, oh, I'm out of parts. What order do I need to do to get parts? You don't have any. There's none orders. Kind of want to make this fishing hut just be to get that pond out of the way. So I'm going to. Gonna need people for that, but I'm working on it. In a way. Cornerstone. Certainly reinforced axes is never bad. Trade negotiations is cute. It is very, very profitable. But, yeah, just faster woodcutting. I'll need it. Could break into here now. It's kind of tempting. Just because it's in the way, and also there's stuff. And I like stuff. Stuff and things. Put you guys over here. I do need at least 6 of these. Yeah. What can I pull to get back to woodcutting, though? More fertile ground? Really? Wow. I was just looking for the archaeological expedition there, but more farm space sounds great to me. Also found some reeds we can turn into fabric, which helps our intensely bad fabric production a lot. So that's some consideration. Pies are going well. I could math this out and figure out just how much pie we need if we're gonna be keeping up. But that sounds like a pain in the butt. And I could just use the handy dandy chart too. So like, pie. Are we making more pies than we're consuming? We sure are. Consuming about that many. I mean, we have 20 people, so, you know, you might think, oh, well, it's 20 people times that, but they all eat at different times. Lizards eat every minute, humans eat every 2 minutes, lizards eat every minute and a half? Hold on. I swear I had this memorized at some point. Yeah, humans eat every 2 minutes. Lizards every minute and 40. Frogs eat every 2.5 minutes. So the frogs don't eat as much. The lizards eat more. So that makes the calculation of how much pie I need to make per minute a huge pain in the butt. And hey, the archaeological dig, we found it. Excellent. My info says I'm playing Book of Hours. I know I forgot something. Thank you. It's my bad. change that real quick. Shaboom. That should fix that. These people have arrived with a bunch of fabric material. That sounds lovely. What doesn't sound lovely is figuring out what the heck food I'm going to put in here. Since everybody's eating pie, I know that the offshoot food is going to accumulate. So, like, in theory, I could just wait for enough roots and bugs to exist from stone cutting. And then just use them here, which sure does sound like what the plan is now that I'm vocalizing it. Anyway, before I forget again, let's upgrade a frog house. In fact, let's upgrade 2 of them. You can make building material packs. I think we've got enough grain to justify crop packs. Start improving human houses as well. And then for the rest of y'alls, let's get somebody helping with the herbs and somebody fishing and 1 builder again. I can never seem to keep more than 1 builder around. It's fine, though. They deal. Should pretty this up a little. I would pretty this section up if the stone wasn't in the way. And this is just such a convenient spot for it. My god. Let's get you guys over here. I need this area cleared. Oh, hey! It's a year divisible by 3. That's important to note. I gotta get a blight post down. Well, I don't need to get a blight post down, but boy oh boy do I want one. So let's clear out space for it. Let's move these gentlemen over here. Clear out more wear space area. Hey, the lizards got us some reputation. Lovely. Boy, greenhouse for growing herbs sounds really great. I could also use, you know, the herb garden for that, but the greenhouse is just, like, better. I can use the herbs to make pie and biscuits and porridge. The mushrooms can turn into skewers. Can I make vegetable and mushroom skewers? I forget. Doesn't really matter. It's just good. I take the greenhouse here. And we'll make a greenhouse right here. With our plentiful fertile ground. We're gonna be so good on food. That's going to be wonderful. I like games where we're not gonna starve to death. As it turns out. None of this is relevant? I should definitely sell you my extra jerky, though. Because we are going to have a massive amount of it. If nothing else, it would be criminal not to do that. I could get some boots for the storm if I really wanted to. I don't. Plus to incense isn't crazy. We do have religion as a thing for 2 of our villagers, and we have a distillery to make it. Which sure does make that, like, make 33% more innocents per tick, which ain't nothing. Is it worth all my money? Maybe. I do want to save it for blueprints, but the traders come so infrequently, it feels like I'll probably get some more money somehow anyway. So let's do that. I think I'll self-lease more jerky before they leave. And that'll be the plan. Speaking of the plan, I don't have anything I'm building. So I guess I'll just get you to do something useful. Like helping with the bricks we need to build the thing. That sounds good. It's a great idea to have the thing built. No, I'm not specifying what the thing is. I really should pipe up the bakery. There's really no reason not to at this point. It just gets me way more pie. And if you went up to somebody and said, hey, in terms of like amount of pie you want, would you rather have a sufficient amount or way more than you need? I imagine people would lean into the, yeah, give me way more pie than I need. Just like, give me all of the pie that you have. Good enough. We're at 88% corruption, so I'm not actually worried about the blight, which is good, because the blight will absolutely kill me if I'm lackadaisical about it. So, you know, keep that in mind. Alright, let's pull Unlizard, because now we have the stuff we need to make the blight post. And I want a lizard in there because he's happy. It makes him happy to be there. More places the lizards can be happier, the better. I could also put him on the hearth, in fact. We have enough people to handle most everything. It's probably time to pivot. It feels like time to pivot, so I'm gonna pivot. There we go. And all the frogs have a home. I definitely need to upgrade some human housing. We are not clearing the fields out before the storm hits, so I need a little bit of harvesting speed. And that should handle that. I'm surprised how good we are at level 4. Like, man, the frogs might not even need help given the whole medium thing. Medium resolve dropping. In fact, if I upgraded their house, I might not need it at all. Granted, I want to get below 4 because of this. Oops. Right, that thing. Whoops. Oopsie doodles. I did a stupid. That's my bad. For some reason I got it into my head that all the forest mysteries were harmless. They're not. They're not, and you're a bit of a dingus for letting your head think that. Oh, you and your dingossery. I don't have enough pipes for the geyser pump. No way to get metal right now. Not a big deal. Have I accumulated enough crap for this? I sure have. Not enough planks, granted, but we are working on those. Someone who's not doing anything mega important. you. Go excavate that. Whenever we make planks, take them there. Just take all of the roots we're not eating. What do I do about that oil? Apart from whine about it and then lose 2 gathering nodes. Because that sure seems like what I'm going to do about it right now. New friends arrived. This pushes me up a hostility level, which is like not ideal, but we can handle it. Mostly. You guys, I guess, it's fine for the most part. It is mostly fine. In that case, we'll throw some frogs on the Discovery, put these humans to work in the greenhouse. Primarily getting herbs. I could have it be even. Just want to make absolutely sure we've got herbs for all of this nonsense. Someone else in the herbalist camp. Be a very good idea. You're still making fuel, but we're well below the corruption level, so I guess we're just good. Frogs might be getting a little persnickety, but whatever. Once the house is built, they'll be fine. I sure would love to move this farm. So I'm going to. I'll extend the road out there for towards the greenhouse. So the greenhouse is way more efficient. Well, not way more efficient, but certainly more efficient. Y'all are still getting the pond going. Do I have these yet? I do. Yeah, free building material packs. Gimme. Gimme those right now. Keep making crop packs. Actually, we're making an exceeding amount of grain, so I could probably just constantly be making crop packs for profit. And that sounds nice. Profit always sounds nice. Because I'm an American. Strength in numbers? We do have a lot of frogs. Certainly global resolve dropping substantially slower for everyone is great. Yeah. I'll take that. This is gonna happen as soon as clearance hits, which means we're just gonna have it happen. Unless we somehow find oil or a way to make oil, but that sure does feel like that's not happening. Say break into here and find a cache that solves all my problems for me. That'd be lovely. Yet more fertile ground. Alright, we got a hidden trader ceremony. The tablets are kind of tempting, but, gosh. That doesn't look very easy to do, actually. Let's make sure we've got plenty of herbs. I guess we'll be doing the provision packs. And using herbs for that. You can also make the cannery. It's only for frogs, so I'm not particularly excited about that. No oil in here, but there are parts, which is very important to note. And there's metal. I might just have to break that open for the stuff, because boy, that's some good stuff. Some stuff I can very much use. Don't really have any clay. Don't have any leather or meat either. I guess water skins aren't happening. I could use the salt mine. I think just pickled goods are not going to happen for a long time, if ever. We're just going to have to accept that. Upgrade that. And that when I get some water for it. Yeah, I might just pop this just for the metal and the parts and the meat. A lot of those. Yeah. Definitely use herbs primarily. Use berries secondarily if you need to. But herbs are now very, very renewable. So use those for sure. And there we go. The road is fully opened up now. Do I have a human I can put there? Sort of. I sort of have a human I can put there. Everyone kind of needs to be where they are. I also need to make sure this is going faster. Yeah, can't neglect that. Which means one of you need to get off of that and get here. Tis what it is. I don't need the second greenhouse. But I want to put it down because that makes my brain feel better now that it's been cleared out and been like, yep, this is what we're gonna do here now. Alright, what got broken? Small stone and a large stone. The large stone is a bit of a loss. Not gonna lie about that. But it's not going to end the run or anything. Now I'm going to use that new rotate feature to make the houses line up a little better. Ooh. Look at that. Look at these lovely frog homes that are like brushing up against each other and stuff. Cool. Very cool. Not much to do but wait now, I guess. I can make the temple, though. This is partially why I cleared this area out. Woodcutter's camp is idle. Can't have that. Chop over here. Seems fine. Seems fine to me. This means I can upgrade the hearth again. Once the temple gets built. How do I pretty this up? That's the real question. I put a well down next to the farm, which I kind of love. Yeah, I do kind of love that. Yeah. Fence around the farm too, because I like it. Oop. Expedition's done. Excellent. This will require stuff that I don't have quite yet. So you go make the incense I need for that, and we'll get enough planks at some point. Probably tool shop? I don't have any way to make metal is the problem. I still need to find some way of making copper bars. Just take the tool shop. It's not good yet, but it will eventually be good, and that's gonna have to be good enough. Okay. Got some provision packs. We need money, though. A lot of money. And not a whole lot of ways to get said money. You're gonna come next drizzle. Which means all of your wares are going to be impossibly expensive. Which means I probably want to get money from trade routes. So I will. But you're stopping. You are bottlenecked by fabric, which is very unsurprising. I guess I could set up some reeds, although I'm out of parts. So again, I probably want to break this open for said parts. And metal and meat. But everyone's busy. But I am gonna cut woodcutters this storm, because don't forget, you want to not lose gathering nodes to unnatural erosion. So, like, don't forget that. It's worth selling. Certainly have enough grain to sell. Alright. That'll get me the money I need. This is going to go off, which means an impatience, which sucks a bit, but worse things have happened. Yeah, now that I have people, send you to break open that. You're still working on stuff I need you to work on. That's good. Herbalist camp is filled out. You guys can fish during the storm. That's all fine. Not great timing for the new people. The fabric would be nice, though. Let's bring them in, then. And thus begins the ballad of not having enough housing and making the town look non-pretty again. I don't like that ballad. Throwing a hearth over here is certainly not a bad idea. It's next to some fertile ground I could make use of. It's next to a cannery I can't move. Does feel like there's a lot of good reasons to set up my expansion over there. So let's wood chop with that in mind. Speaking of which, time to never worry about hostility again. Just gonna dump all my wood into the temple. Which does mean I'll probably want a third woodcutter. I did just get more parts to facilitate exactly that. Oh no! God, don't. I need the incense. I need the incense for the archaeological dig. Don't use it. Don't have religion? Who told you you could have religion? How dare you? Me during my Christopher Hitchens phase. I'm joking, I was never that bad.
Hello.
Hello, Zorg. Certainly wouldn't mind the plantation. Minor issue, I can't spend anything. Has this gone off yet? No, I still have a minute, so my goods are still worth something. So let's sell those goods then. Okay.
Hello.
You could definitely sell more and get that rolling immediately. When is this gonna pop? 257? Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Wouldn't be crazy to do a thing like that. Sell some of my excess flour too. I still need 2 amber, dang it. Ah! It's fine. Sell a few packs. Sell a few packs and a bit of flour. It's fine. Right. Let's get this started then. Port that. You guys can get back to wood cutting. You two, one of you be woodcutting, the other one be a builder, and that will do. What's our cornerstone, by the way? Ooh, that ain't bad. All this is okay. But sharp sickles does make my herb production go up by quite a bit, and I could use it because we use a whole lot of them. So yeah, 50% more herb production sounds great. Super duper great. Still just unloading this, so that's fine. Still gonna get an impatience point off of this, but it's not the end of the world. If I'm gonna get an impatience point off of it anyway, maybe I want to spend the money on that. I am going to have 25 of it come in very soon.
Hello.
What does this open up for me? Dye, more pie material, more consistent fabric. Those are all pretty good reasons to click that button. Sure is.
Oh, la la la.
Oh, we're still bringing in the luxury goods.
Oh, papa.
Okay, let's just sell those packs then. It's
Ah,
perpetually
yeah.
uneven amount of
Well, good.
packs. Alright, back to it, guys. Cool. Alright. Plantation down here looks great to me. Make a road out to here, put the new hearth down there at some point. In the future! And this will go off. Which sucks a little bit. I do have to worry a wee bit about that, actually. Because I don't have any orders, and the reputation is coming in somewhat slowly. Which is not great. Which is why I am making incense. That is why I'm making incense. Why I'm going to focus on the archaeological dig.
Hello. Gestapo.
Maybe it's time I built the expedition, the archaeologist's office, yeah. It does seem to be about that time. 'Cause I might need to find a second one. There is most certainly a chance. All these builders. This feels weird. I guess I could put them back in the lizards back in the temple if I had this many builders floating around. Eh, you know, also, I guess give them a chance to, like, do stuff. Build stuff. The village I need built. Maybe I give them time to do building. Could use someone else on the workstation too. So let's put someone there. I'll add a berries there. Let's move you down here then. That'll be fine. Yeah, I wouldn't mind growing both berries and plant fiber for the foreseeable future. Whenever these guys get done with the trader ceremony, I guess I'll do that. Right. We don't need to make packs of provisions quite as aggressively anymore. In fact, we probably don't need to make those at all, really. And in the spirit of that, let's go upgrade a frog house or two. For more stuff. Let's get you in there. I need more drizzle water. So why don't I just throw you into a geyser pump to get me drizzle water? Why not indeed? Move these a little bit. Spread out, boys. Hearth's coming down. Yeah? Yeah. More people. Very mildly stretching out my ability to handle all these people, but only mildly. The extra labor can definitely go to another woodcutter, because more wood, more better right now. How are we doing here? Have we made the incense? Does it exist? It does exist. He's delivering it. Excellent. In that case, go excavate. And why don't you two help him out? Definitely running into the limit of of the free resolve I'm gonna get from housing and food. So the archaeological expedition is gonna be real important until I can properly get this distillery up and running. Which means I'll need pipes. Which means I should definitely make the tool shop. So let's throw down the tool shop. Looking to see if any boy, my memory just evicted that immediately. Hey, the trader ceremony's done. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I guess you two can go in the plantation then. That sounds fine. Move over a bunch of housing when we can. You're still waiting on fabric, which is not a surprise. I do have the parts to make a harvester's camp now. So, like, why not make it then, bro? Why not indeed? Why not indeed? Halting woodcutting? That sounds like pansy talk to me. Are you a pansy, sir? I'm not a pansy, stop calling me that! Why is that even an insult? Pansies are pretty! Don't make that kind of sense around me. We're probably just good for the storm, huh? Just burn all of my wood, watch hostility drop, and laugh. I like that plan. Still got a lot of stuff to build, but oh well. Put down some plants. Little park in front of the temple. That'll be cute. Do require more builders. Because I would like to put somebody on that hearth at some point, but whatever. Maybe when people are living over there, I'll bother. Calming water isn't bad, but I'm not particularly worried about hostility anymore. Mark of the Sealed Ones is back. Highly doubt that's gonna get used. Also, that makes it weirdly harder to reduce hostility. Calming water is great, but it's so slow. Could just take Safe Haven because it's good. Woodcutting Cornerstone would go kind of hard. Maybe I can dig for that. Eh. Well, there's that cutting cornerstone you wanted. Are you willing to give up that much for it? It is a lot, but it does double our wood production. It's fine. It will be okay. Alright, we got some building packs. Let's upgrade a human house or two. And frog houses, naturally. That finished. Excellent. Use the incense again. And the tools. Complete the excavation. That. We'll get to that. You are both idle. Because we have nothing to make anything out of. I guess having you harvesting fabric material makes sense then, huh? Y'all are just constantly churning out herbs and mushrooms when we have more herbs than we know what to do with, so that's good. How's our pie doing? We seem to be on a downward pie trend. I'll give them more juice, and hopefully I won't have to make another bakery, but I should prepare my soul for having to make another bakery. I didn't find a second Drizzlegeyser anywhere, did I? No. No, I did not. Not that I have good pipes to make it out of anyway. But if I did, that'd be cool. We have building materials again. Probably best to get this going. Having the time it takes to pop the light rod cysts is just a good idea. It's just wise. One of those things a good player would do. Alright. Harvest speed up by 30%. Excellent. I can fence this up and start making this into a place. It's not the craziest idea. So I'll do that. Oh no. Oh no. Don't tempt me into breaking into a dangerous glade. Everything is going so smoothly. Why would you introduce an X factor that makes me want to take risks? Don't do that. Let me just coast to a very easy victory. Guys, they're not letting me coast to a very easy victory. I might want to spend on parts here. The Clan Hall's also very, very, very good. Let's break into this, though, and see if I need to buy a solution to that from you. 'Cause that'd be great, if I could get a solution from you. This is not going to help, and this is a price that I'm not excited by. So screw it. I do want want packs of provisions still. I want the crop packs. Building packs. I need you to stay there because we need fabric as it can come in, so. All that. Come on, break in while it's still drizzle. Are you all going to take a break? No, you're going to the workplace, but you're going to be like a fraction of a second short. Man! But all of the charges I won't use. You've robbed me of them. Now how will I not use them in the future? Terrible. It's all fine. Probably more frogs just so people lose resolve slower. Yeah. Makes a amount of sense to me. You guys go woodcut then. Could use another person in the distillery, certainly. How's the pie doing? We are on an upward pie trend, so that's good. I'm gonna need a small warehouse out here because the distance we have to travel is getting absurd. First, we open up the dangerous glade and see what's in there. That will affect where I want to put the warehouse down. If there's fertile ground in there, I want to put it around here. If there's not, I probably want to just slap it here. Right next to the plantation. Make them nice and efficient. Guys, I swear to God, if you don't break into that glade, if you don't chop this one single charge before Renwall leaves, he's leaving. Okay, that's fine. I'm not angry. I'm so angry. I can't believe how angry I am. Treasure Stag, hello. +1 global resolve, happy reputation point. Excellent. Monolith is nice. I guess that will exist now. We don't really make roots. We don't even gather roots. Maybe if I had a herb garden, fragrant roots would be very tempting, but I don't. I think this is pack of building material time. Get me some much needed victory points. Oh boy, a free ban. I love free bans. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, just have a second person making building material packs as fast as we can. Also, no fertile ground in here, so we're gonna just chop this section out, turn into a warehouse. That should speed up a lot of things. Boy, everything's a level 2 pond, this isn't. I could fish this pond if I really wanted to, but I can't right now, so I won't. The end. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. We have enough incense to actually turn back on religion. So let's do it. Let's go! Global Resolve grows by 1 for every 3 reputation points gained. This effect is retroactive. That's a global rep. That's awesome. And that's a ton of reputation points. That's very, very good. Gosh. I have brawling, I have education. Not that I need education. Tavern clears like all of our other service needs, huh? With wine and ale. Huh. Workshop is still good, weirdly, but I think I'd rather that. Well, put your money where your mouth is, I guess. The butcher can make skewers and oil, that's pretty good. Brewery can make porridge, which is also good. It's very good, actually. That's actually very good, because 2 of my people eat porridge, and I could make better ale and packs of crops. Alternately, the granary gets me way better fabric and pack of crop production, but that's not gonna be how I win. I think the brewery is better. Cobbler's maybe just the best one here. Something you said about a manufactory, though. Better fabric production again, very important. The dye could make coats and paste, which is good. And I do have 2-star boots. I don't need that. But then again, it also makes dye. I guess manufacturing. Certainly, I've been struggling with fabric production the entire game. Maybe don't decide to just ditch the good fabric production you're being offered. A lot of stuff there, huh? Move up here, then. How's that going? How we doing, boys? Slow, huh? Fair. Oh, there's a cobbler right here! I didn't even notice. Ah, well, you know. Retroactive genius. That's me. That's what they call me. Genius. Retroactively. Boy, we do not have a lot of wood for having a woodcutting cornerstone. I guess all of the woodcutters have an absurdly long way to travel to get to a warehouse. That does affect it a lot. Guess I could have, like, thought about that. At some point. Forethought doesn't sound like something I do. Is this gonna happen? It's like kind of super important that happens fast. Like, to the point where I will use the slightly harder to get bricks to make that happen faster. Because if it doesn't happen, people die. And that's bad. Alright. We cannot sack wood the entire storm. So that sucks. Guess we'll throw some people in fishing. And burn what we can. Everything fine there. Ooh, jerky. Sell the jerky. All of the jerky. This is a truly heinous price for flour, and I'm not going to encourage that. We have standards. Everyone without clothing is just going at the speed of molasses. It's kind of funny to watch. Got plenty of herbs. Don't really need the other greenhouse to be made yet. I might not need it all game. You help out with that. Although we have enough fabric now, so I guess you're just assigned to bricks. So why don't you deliver that fabric so we can get some better fabric and call that good. Blight's totally under control. No problem there. I could just speed it up, although I could use this time to move a few houses over here. Now that we have the space. Let's get that out of the way a little bit. Alright. Cool. It's another global resolve. Eventually, I'll get enough to get more of that. It's gonna take a bit. Should also fix this at some point in the future. If you're out, my god. Well, better fix that one. This is going. Is it going in time? No. Uh-oh. That's terrible. Still won't go in time. Guess we're sacking Zemiro. Otherwise, 5 people would just die. And that'd be bad. Or all out of wood. That's really dangerous. I have to be uber vigilant on natural erosion. Oh, we're just below 4 naturally. Never mind. Everything's fine. I never needed to worry about anything, ever. Why would I ever worry about anything? Is it time for bread peels? Just so I can be uber lazy about building a second bakery? I think it's time for bread peels. Why is this called bread peels? Shouldn't this be bread pans? I don't know, whatever. Faster bakery production. Make pies so fast that it should be illegal to pie that hard. Now we got some spare building packs. So let's go ahead and upgrade a frog house or two. And I'm all out of water again, instantly. Oh well. Everyone else get back to woodcutting. Everyone else. You too. Woodcut and build. Cool. Done. I could probably use somebody else making incense too. So we are running a deficit. So let's do that. Pull somebody off the post. I don't need this many packs this fast at all. Well, there's the copper bars I was looking for the entire game. Sure would feel dumb if I didn't click that button. I know I just, like, queued up comedic timing to not press that button, but not even my desire to have a funny bit was enough for me to not click that button. That's how much I wanted to click the button. How did we run? I prioritized this. How did the fabric not get here? Oh, it's not the fabric, it's the planks. Oh, never mind. We just don't have the planks because I use them all in building material packs. Right. That. What a reasonable thing you did, given that I ordered it. Anyway. Now that I have some production, let's go ahead and make some stuff. Tinkerer for training gear? Clay pit's also tempting. I do certainly have a whole lot of fertile ground I'm not doing much with. And by that I mean a patch, but that feels like a whole lot. I have clearance water, the clay could turn into pottery, the reeds could turn into fabric, the resin could turn into coats, and incense. Gosh, that's a lot of really good stuff, huh? Sure is. Alright. Guess I'll be doing that then. You get to make fabric there, and dye and whatever else. And yeah, with the ability to make pottery, we can like put things in containers. That'll be sweet. People have arrived. I could use the planks, but enough to bring in an extra 2 people? Probably. I think I have jobs for them. Surely my complete lack of thought can't steer me wrong. Mine has never giving any thought to it whatsoever ever steered me wrong. You get on the harvester's camp in the meantime. How's our pie consumption? Even with bread pans, it's still... Is it climbing? I might need more than half a drizzle season to know what the trend is. Crop packs available to sell. Let's sell them. Probably want to use the building materials on upgrading more human houses. Make sure we're making good use of our fertile ground. And with the money, I think it might be time to go ahead and radar the thing. There it is. So that's where the other archaeological expedition is. Maybe I want to go there. I almost certainly want to go there. I think we're holding parity on pie, which means I need another bakery. I can't get around it. I'm gonna need another bakery. Tragic, but true. We'll work on that. I should just throw a bunch of people in the manufactory to get this fabric done faster. So I will. My god, he just did it. He didn't hem and haw. What's going on? I have a lot of homeless lizards, huh? Unsurprising given my incredibly slow fabric production. But still, that's something I need to take care of. That's enough lizard houses queued up. 7 times 3 is 21, so yeah, this is enough frog houses. Just gotta upgrade it. Speaking of upgrading, boop. God. The poor lizards. Here I am spending all this material on making the frog and human houses just look absolutely gorgeous, and then they're just sitting there like, can we have houses? And I'm like, no. You don't get houses. But they're getting houses now. In fact, should all be built very, very quickly now. So that's good. None of these? This is a none of these. I may have to spend amber to re-roll that. Which is weird, but turns out that's the correct option. Let's see. We can start making pickled goods. Incense is the priority, but pretty soon we'll have some people in the bakery making pottery. Zia, you brought coats. I could use coats. Give me those coats. Coats are great. Trade logs? I do have a lot of extra money. And Zia could get me a lot more money. Could also get some wildfire essence. How much longer is this game expected to go? fairly long. Might want to go ahead and buy a bunch of these. Because there's no other source. I need 3 for another hearth. And I'll want at the very least 2 to upgrade the other geysers to level 1. If it's gonna go that long. Yeah. Alright. Am I having any money coming in? No. I could sell her a ton of berries. We have an exceedingly large amount, so may as well sell the excess to her. Same thing with the herbs, probably, and the grain. We're in the middle of harvest season. This is where we have peak grain, but it's not a bad plan. Seems okay. Money good. Buy this, spend the rest to reroll. Weaver's hilarious. Herb Garden would have been better in another time. I could use wine production. Problem is I don't want 1-star wine production because that's terrible. I guess that's another reroll then, which is fine. It's fine, whatever. So you guys should be chopping towards this so we can get the other archaeological expedition done and possibly win off of it, maybe? Crazier things have happened. Alright, you no longer make crop packs here. You make them here, where they're made more efficiently. And also make ale. Cool. You'll be making pottery and pie. I definitely could use more water. Okay, pipe that up. Pipe this up. You're gonna be doing a lot of stuff in here. Probably do that first then. I'll need more pipes, but it's being made. Right now, as I speak, it's being made. Because I have at least a modicum of forethought. Strange as it may sound. Oh, where do I drop the clothier? Probably next to the place that's making all the fabric. That sure sounds like the place I want to put it. This pause is brought to you by Zia leaving. Do I have an excess amount of food again? Could sell a bunch of berries again. Just little cash. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. Let's do it. Okie dokie. Gotta go down to 3 woodcutters to get below level 4, but it's fine, probably. Yeah. Sell that. Sell that. Sure. How's the blight? 29%. Yeah, that's probably fine. Almost got me, Mr. Gaining Reputation, putting us up a hostility level. You almost did it. Well, if I'm gonna have brawling exist in this settlement, I may as well make it. We have no rocks. How could we possibly be out of rocks? I've had you collecting rocks the entire game. It's lunacy.
Kuyana.
Jerky and berry skewers. That should be lovely. Could also make more pie there, but surely we have enough pie production. Surely. Ah, this is ready. I need to fill that out with frogs. For sure. Yeah, we don't need this much fabric production anymore. Get on the clay pits. You can sit there and make dye when I need it. Speaking of things I should be doing in a limited time frame, I don't have any building materials. That's fine. Let's drop the clothier. Everybody's gonna have coats now. It's gonna be great. Coats and boots. Speaking of boots, do I have enough people in here making boots? No, not even close. You help make boots out of whatever we've got. I wish I had a ranch to make that perpetual leather production, but I don't, so just gonna have to deal with that. You are just not going fast enough at all. I need pipes, which means I'm waiting for them to be delivered here. Okay. You two go in the clothier, it's fine. Newcomers are arriving as well, which is good because I could use them on woodcutting as soon as the storm ends. That's not needed. I am doing a lot of trading. Friendly relations for global resolve isn't crazy. But like I already grow vegetables. I don't need to grow them better. We don't even use them for anything. As much as that appeals to me on some kind of weird psychic level, I don't need it. Okay. And the newcomers arrived. Well, I'm sure I'm getting a lot of humans and frogs. I guess you guys... It's fewer houses I have to build. hearth is ugly and crowded. Ooh, and we are using so much drizzle water that I cannot keep up with it, huh? Worrisome. Are we almost into here? Not really. I guess that makes sense, given that I didn't woodcut during the storm, like, at all. So, you know, I guess there's a reason. Mayhaps it is clear why these things happen. Mayhap. Make that. Oh yeah, I can make some pretty good wine in here. Oh, we have wine production then. Yeah. We'll just rebuild the cannery and make wine there. It'll be great. Everyone will love it. And if they don't love it, I'll arrest them. As you do. As normal viceroys do. An abandoned herbalist camp. Well, we've already got a big one. Granted, I could salvage the big one and then get some spare parts by rebuilding this one for 3 less. Which sounds fine. I might end up doing that, in fact. Tavern there. Kiln? Kiln? Probably kiln here. Finally get a good place to make bricks. Make coal with our excessive amount of wood. Yeah. That sure sounds smart. So low on all of this? I don't know. What do we find? It's a tree. A tree we can safely ignore. So that's lovely. But we won't, because we may as well cleanse it. Okay. I need a builder somewhere. You, in the makeshift post. I don't need you doing that immediately. Go do something else. Camp. Yep. Cleared that off. Good. Go rebuild that one. Eulalu to you too. Eulalu all over the place. Alright. Excavate this then. And that should be plenty to win us the game with. So I'm looking forward to that. We appear to be good on pie. Maybe less so on pottery, but that's because we have no clay production. But we're working on that. Faster pickled goods would be lovely. Let's pipe that up. And with all that drizzle water we're using, probably want to do that there. None of those. we're shockingly low on brick material. It feels crazy to me. Yet here we are. Here we are, low on building materials. What a world. It's a wild and crazy world it is. Use anything for wine and it's fine. Use anything for paste, it's fine. Make 60 of that, it's good. It's all good. All good. Get you in there. I need 2 people in there to supply everybody with what we need. But who can I pull from what? I guess the withered tree once that's done? Sure. I guess that'll just be the solution. How are we doing on wood? Very little of it. Might be one of those cases where they have way too far to walk again. Or I could just be using a ton of it. I guess that exists as an option as well. Fishing hut is idle. Hooray. I can't use it anywhere else, but I don't want to break it because there's bait in it. I guess you just get to sit around then until we find another fishing hole. Still, freed up a worker. Let's get you in the cannery. You're waiting for pipes. They'll be along. You need to stay there. You need to stay there in case we need fabric and dye, because we do need a constant supply of that. You're working well on the coats. I could definitely pipe up this, because we're not keeping up with our boot needs whatsoever. So let's do that. I have enough tools to open this, too. Sure. That sounds fine. Withered tree will be done soon-ish. Are you done? You are done there. Good. Good, good, good. Make bricks there. And that's the last we'll use of the workstation. On this, the final year, probably. It's very probably the final year. What with the whole humans having 52 resolve. That's a lot of resolve, brother. I'm thinking your dudes may be pretty happy. Oh, we're all out of leather. No, we're not. Turns out we're not nearly as out of leather as I previously described. Yeah? Looks great. You buy jerky? Oh, friend, have I got news for you. You're gonna walk away with more jerky than you could possibly handle. Thank you, Sother. Your patronage is much appreciated. mind my having only one builder ever. Certainly does make the town grow slowly. This pause brought to you by Sothard leaving. Don't care. We're all good here. Alright. Year 8 with no orders. That's pretty darn fast, I'm not gonna lie. This could have gone way slower. I wonder if I'll win through the human reputation or if I have to wait for the tree to burn down. Turns out it was human reputation the whole time. Good job, Chris. What a settlement. Man, that was so long without orders, but what did I expect? There were no orders. I had to make up like 9 reputation points from out of nowhere. But now I start with more food. The food is bugs, but you know, sucks to be them. Punish them. Gain a cornerstone reroll for the rest of the cycle, but resolve drops at triple the rate for 2 games. That's really rude of me. That's extremely rude of me. I don't know. I'll have to decide which one of these events I'm gonna do next time, but that's next time. We're going to sit here with calming music while I look for someone to raid, because I have been feeling semi-ill today, and I refuse to push myself, even if that game went relatively fast. There's a bunch of people playing Against the Storm tonight. Huh. Cool. Let's raid one of them. Appears to be a tiger playing Against the Storm. And also appears to be... This person is Korean, so I'm gonna probably send you to an English-speaking channel. I mean... Yeah, I'll just... Why not raid the cheetah? That's a phrase I said. That's great. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it a lot. I'll be back on Wednesday for Warframe. Special shout out to Dendrian. Been loving your YouTube VODs. Thanks for uploading them. And yeah. Thanks again for watching. Hope you have a lovely evening, or whatever it is. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Peace.